Communitron is going to cancel our contract because we don't have a recycling program. We don't have best environmental practices. You know what? It's been great working with y'all. Suggest you start getting your resumes together. So I don't know what we're going to do. We're out of business. Communitron doesn't want to do it. I don't see any other companies on the horizon that want to do work with us.
Well, we could work some kind of sustainability formula, such as the one up there. We have S, which is sustainability, then S to the P.
Does anybody ever know what this guy's talking about?
Is 1 over sigma squared as a function of the square root of sigma minus what?
Robert, sit down.
You need to listen to this formula because it's a complete base for our sustainability where we can become environmentally proactive.
Yeah, I know, and we need a technical manual, and we need an engineering side. I've heard this a million times.
We do.
Robert kept talking about something called an environmental sustainability factor. What in the world does that mean?
I mean, I'm come here, I work 8, 9, 10, 12 hours a day, and I just get pushed aside.
Business recycling. I've tried to mention it to you before, but you weren't that interested.
She keeps claiming, she kept telling me something about recycling. I never heard her say anything about recycling all this time.
And they'll send a representative over to our business and show us how to do some recycling. All we have to do is just call, but it has to be you that calls and ask for a representative to come here and set us up.
All right, let's give them a call. I'll tell you what, you and I will work on it. We'll see if they can help save our company. Otherwise, we're doomed. That's pretty much a last-ditch effort. Geez, the 3 R's.
I gotta write this stuff down so I can remember it. Let's see, R.
You see, it stands for reduce, reuse, and recycle. And our program will include all of these elements of this program. So, well, if it was just me running everything, I was able to do everything, which I can't because I'm only one person, there'd be a 100% chance, 100% success, absolutely. But the group I have to work with, first of all, the concept of reduce is you reduce the amount of waste you generate in the first place. From now on the copy machines, no more single-sided copies. We print everything double-sided.
That's going to cause a lot of noise in the office, people shuffling papers around all the time. Let me work that up as far as noise pollution.
Anyway, so this will not only save us paper, but it will also save our costs. We won't have to buy as much paper anymore.
It's really wonderful, that Ray's opening up and starting to consider new options. And
another example of reducing your waste. We get these envelopes that we all get all the time in the mail. From now on, instead of just you receive it, from now on, you slap on a new label, write down who you're addressing it to, and you mail it out. What do you think?
It looks like a dumb idea to me.
Well, turn it over. Let's see what it looks like on the other side. Just look, you can use the other side right here. See, just here it is, kind of fresh and new. It's not that big a deal.
And the post office guys, they've been there 40, 50 years. Guys, the post office, they can't figure that stuff out.
We'll look more respectable by reusing.
Yeah.
Because that's the trend now. That's the message. It's so easy, and people just they see it, and it's just like this wall, and they're concerned about hitting the wall when it's just like, here's the door.
Stamp of it saying that we are reusing envelopes to conserve natural resources, maybe something like that.
Let's get that down as one of our new policies. All right, we're starting to get some movement here.
Robert's a good egg, and I mean, sure, he's kind of hard to understand a lot of times, but he sure does a lot of good things for the company. And
notice you all drink out of styrofoam mugs except for you. From now on, we're all going to use reusable coffee mugs.
I ain't carrying that around my truck. I keep my styrofoam cup right there. I can rinse it out and keep it right on my dash every day. And that could fall on the floor and it won't break. And I can use it. They're real sturdy.
You know where styrofoam comes from, Rick?
The oil.
And it takes years and years and thousands of years for it to biodegrade.
Guess who gets the recipient of our first coffee mug? Me, you, Rick? And boy, I can't wait to see you drive around that truck using that.
I'm going to have to get me a darn cup holder or something. How am I going to drive and drink out of this at the same time?
All right, next element of our recycling program is paper recycling containers. We're going to have these at every desk in the office. What do you think of that?
Man. We're going to have to empty this plus the regular trash cans.
We got to separate it so it can be recycled.
Well,
we need to do a labor engineering analysis on this, how much labor it's going to be using these boxes. And
sounds like a good idea.
they've got to do some engineering analysis on it. They have to do some analysis on the work errors. They have to do some spatial analysis on the new recycling containers. They have to do time motion studies because we may be looking at an increase in labor costs.
One guy's got empty 2 cans at every office. We got 40 offices out there. I can't figure out right now, but I'll figure it out.
You know what? Since you have such an active involvement in this, you're assigned to get those out to every single desk throughout the
it's gonna
office.
be
Every
overtime.
office needs.
Yeah, you know, he's a young whippersnapper. He's give me all this stuff. You know, it's kind of new to me, this stuff here. Recycling this, recycling, you know, with this coffee cup, you know, how am I going to drive and drink out of that? I don't like those styrofoam things, but.
This is going to help trees and all the resources that are involved in cutting the trees, processing the trees. Now they don't have to do that. They can use the paper and recycle it and make it into new paper.
This will be for beverage containers, all right? Cans and bottles and
Okay.
glass and these great signs. What do you think of that? Recycle here? Yay!
It's nice to see him become more aware of the earth and environmental practices, regardless of the way it happened. But
All right, so this is it. You guys got your assignments for the program. Thanks for all your wonderful input.
I guess I'm gonna have to learn how to recycle these items. It says right in the box, recycle these items, so I'll just have to take this home and read it and see if I can make notes and figure out what goes in what.
I think we're just about ready to kick off this program. What do you say? Yeah, all right, all right.
yeah, okay.
Yeah,
This will
all
help
right.
preserve our company. If Eurotrex sees what we're doing, this will probably sustain our company.
That's
we won't
right.
have to resign, and we can stay longer.
I think when that Eurotrex president comes back, if we can ever get him to come back again, he walks around that office and sees all those recycled bins in all the offices. Well, he's not going to call our recycling program dismal anymore, I can tell you that.
Hey, excuse me. I got a requisition for to pick up these extra containers. You got 1, 2, 3. You're only supposed to have one of these cardboard doodads and one of the blue ones.
No, you don't understand. No, see, I need
yeah, but
these.
see, no,
I don't
I'm
want
taking-
to give up these. No, I need
Well,
these.
no, you gotta have.
Well, no,
one-
see, no,
no.
see, I
So you
need
got
this.
that one
Yeah,
and-
but that one's getting full, and
That's
this
all
one,
you
you know,
need.
okay. I'm
Because
starting
then
to go through other people's garbage cans and picking out their
No, you-
recyclables
see-
out of the garbage, and that's why I need these to fill up every
my
day.
boss-
I have been, going through other people's garbage cans at night for those who aren't recycling specifically, and taking their paper and putting it in my bin, and their glass, and those people that are still kind of, not quite on board.
You don't understand. See, I got this.
I'm
requisition.
willing to give
See-
up this,
Okay.
okay?
All right.
But you know what? I'm not willing to give up these, because I'll tell you why. These are very important because there's so much paper
I know.
that people are still
I'll
throwing in the
tell you
garbage
what,
can,
my
and I'm still
guys
having
are,
to pull them out.
they're pulling their hair out now. They got empty that trash can. They got empty garbage.
Yeah.
They got empty recycling. They got empty.
But
they got
it's the
3 of
same
them.
amount that they're having to take out. I have an idea. Why don't we talk to Ray about a communal recycling can for the paper, like a group recycling can
Yeah.
in one spot.
Well,
But ourselves, we can. This is no big deal. I could walk over to there, empty it myself,
Yeah.
and bring it back to my.
Well,
It
yeah.
doesn't have to be pristinely empty all the time.
No, this one and this one. You have 2 left.
How about this? I'll give up the blues. I have a real hard time giving up the square ones.
Yeah, but see, make sure you
All
get the rate to put it in writing so I
Okay,
can get
all
a
right,
work
I'll do
order.
that. Yeah.
Because I can't do nothing without a work order.
I'll go ahead and let you take this. Yeah, I'll let you take that
Got guys
to
complaining.
alleviate the
They're
work
working on their
order.
lunch hour now.
Yeah,
I'm trying
okay.
to empty.
Follow your orders, and we'll at United Front talk to you at the next meeting.
All right.
All right, that sounds good. I'm willing to compromise as well. All right. Good to see you, Rick. All right. Good luck. Bye.
I think she's taking it a little bit too far.
Well, I think the best idea is to have a communal recycling bin, large, in the coffee room, and then all staff empties out their boxes of paper into that large communal recycling bin.
I decided to spend the morning going through the recyclable containers, and I could not believe the contaminants, the junk I found in those recycling containers. Bags! This does not go in the recycling. All right? I found this in your recycling container, Rick. Styrofoam. Styrofoam is not recyclable. Styrofoam is a contaminant. I found this in the recycling container. I mean,
Sure was mine.
is it that hard to understand what the throw in the recycle bin. I don't understand what the confusion is about it. Is it that hard to tear the plastic off and then throw this? See, this is recyclable, but this isn't. Is it that hard to separate? Here, Rick, let's see you try it. Can you pull that apart? All right, you tear the film plastic.
Man, he lost it there. He gets really upset. Yeah,
Of course you wouldn't make it hard to do. Show him how easy it is to recycle that. See how simple that is?
You know, he did step over the line a lot, but you know, I think he got the point across.
Oh, look how hard it is to separate it. Okay, look at this here. Now see, this goes in the trash and this goes in the recycle bin. All right? Styrofoam packing pieces. These don't go in the recycle bin. First of all, these should be reused. This does not go in the I can't believe people are throwing this stuff in the recycling container. Oh, I'm out of. After I had the outburst, I did feel bad about it. I should be more in control of my my emotions, and I went out and got something to drink, a little fruit juice to help calm me. How's the double-sided copies working out there, Robert?
We made a partial gain by being able to double side this stuff.
Good job. I didn't hear words like gradient or.
Well, you see, if you went by the square footage of this piece of paper and tried to double side it, then you have to factor in the hypotenuse.
He's just trying to yank my chain. I can tell.
Right, so you know, he's doing the best he can.
And like I say, some of the double siding is good. Some of the double siding is all right for this. But for this, of course, you know, you have to be realistic. Man. We can't be doing on engineering schematics and diagrams. It's just not going to work.
We're going to have compost. Check this out. These are going by all the coffee machines.
Good.
So now all the coffee grounds.
It's great to capture that, and then you can put it in your garden, and it makes your garden grow and your
Worm bins.
Factor out a gaseous diffusion differential factor on that because we don't want to pollute the atmosphere of the office. You've got to figure out the dispersion rates. I'm concerned about the compost thing that the Euro guy will come in and they might smell that stuff in the office and wonder what's going on here, you know. So
Worms eat the coffee grounds, and they also eat our vegetable scraps. So great. I appreciate the input. Rick, your crews are assigned with getting these at every
How many of these darn things we got to put out now?
We want one of these at every coffee machine, and we want these to be adequately spaced. Work with the engineer to figure out the correct spatial arrangement to get enough around.
Well, I gotta work with him.
Yeah, there you go. All right.
I think some good ideas, but it's gonna take a lot of work. We're gonna have to, us guys are gonna have to put all that stuff out. I don't know. Have to figure out how the heck we're gonna do that, but we'll do it somehow.
From now on, we're going to buy this paper that's made out of recycled content. This is 50% post-consumer materials.
50% post-consumer materials. That means that 50% of that paper is made out of recycled paper. Wonderful.
Exactly.
I'm so glad to see.
Am I gonna make toilet paper out of that too?
There
He's
is
on.
post-consumer toilet paper.
Is there? I'll be
Sure
darned.
there is. So let's give it a try and let's see what happens.
All right. Okay, last thing I want to show you too is I noticed in our break room we have some utensils made out of plastic. I got this material called biodegradable flatware. This is actually made from wheat-based materials.
Every time I eat steak, I use those plastic fork things. They break right off.
If your truck doesn't start a business with it again, you won't be able to afford steaks anymore. All right?
there's going to be a chemical problem with the eating biological food with those biodegradable things that have reaction with the food and make you sick. I personally still feel they need to do some costing out and some studies on this and get some proper formulas going. And
Rick, we want to see those compost buckets at all the coffee machines by tomorrow.
I gotta put all this stuff out, 100 some bin, 100 some coffee things. I don't know, I'll see what I can do.
All right.
This is really great. I see a lot of growth, a lot of opening, a lot of embracing of new ideas. I think this is really great. It's a good start. I think Eurotrex is going to be very happy with our progress.
I'm feeling good about this here. It's going to work out. Oh, I'm seeing a lot of improvement. I'm starting to see the staff come around.
what is this? This isn't supposed to be here. This is a safety hazard. What is this doing here? I was right all along. We should have done an engineering study on this.
You know, he really, he can over dramatize stuff very easily. So I think he was a little, you know, purposefully making a point.
Have all been avoided if I'd been able to work a formula out on spacing, number of bins per cubicle and everywhere like that, and then maybe closed off safety areas. Just,
How about if we bring it up at the next meeting, and I'll support you,
all right.
and we
All right,
will
thank you.
show that, we will discuss it at the next meeting.
All right, that'll work.
But in the meantime, we do need to make a good point, though, at the meeting, how beneficial this has been. And I'll make sure to mention at the meeting how wonderful the compost we're getting from the worms.
I got stuff to do. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye. Okay, Robert. He's got some good points, and I will support him at the next staff meeting, and maybe we can figure out what to do with the spatial stuff on the recyclables and recycling containers.
Ray's going crazy on this. He's just grabbing up bins and containers and compost and everything. He's just throwing them everywhere.
Kind of interesting in the different glitches we had along the way. The whole thing about the too many bins in some of the desks and some of the offices.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That solution of yours is wonderful. And actually, last time I talked to Rick, is that it's less work for his employees. He said, you know, it used to be people were throwing mostly papers in those trash cans.
Right.
Now that people are pulling them out, putting them in their own boxes, and now we empty those in the centralized container, his staff actually has less work emptying the trash can. So this has been good for his custodial staff. This would have been good for us to do before, just from an efficiency standpoint.
Yes, we hadn't even thought of that when it was all being discussed and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You know, so that's cool.
It's wonderful to see the way the group is just pulled together and we have this common goal. And I don't think it would have worked if you hadn't been there, you know, kind of championing it along, because there were a lot of people that were very reluctant about this program from the start.
Yeah, well, thank you. That's nice to hear.
And here's the really good news, and this is why I'm really happy. I called Eurotrucks back, and Eurotrucks has agreed to reconsider our contract.
Really?
Yeah.
Excellent.
If we get Eurotrucks back, we are back in the gold again.
Yeah.
And in fact, I have a meeting set up with Eurotrucks in 2 weeks.
Okay.
I can't wait for him to come back, because I'm going to have my new manager of environmental services join me on that meeting with him.
Who will that be? Is there someone new you're hiring?
Yeah, well, congratulations to my new environmental services manager.
Cool.
Yeah.
I am totally excited. That's quite the validation, and it's going to be an opportunity to really excel this company into the environmental realm.
Is that a job you're going to be willing to accept?
Yes, I definitely would like to.
I thought you would be excited, be
Yeah.
perfect for it, and congratulations.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, cool. I appreciate it. I definitely will accept that.
And she will now be our environmental manager.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. Well, thank you so much. Is there anything else?
That's it.
All
See
right.
you tomorrow about 8:45.
Okay. Sounds good.
Bye. Well, yeah, we have 2 weeks before Eurotruck gets here, and with my new environmental manager, we will be on track for Eurotrucks, and I can't wait till he comes to see what we've done. it hit us totally by surprise when the lady from Eurotrex showed up 45 minutes early and demanded to see us right away. She wasn't going to wait. That threw us totally out of whack. Your Highness.
No, not necessarily. I do not have much time, so let's carry on with the tour.
Okay, let's.
Can I get you something to drink or French toast?
French toast. We have French fries. French roast coffee.
Yeah.
Did I say that? Or
Yeah, wine.
wine? Let me see. Oops.
Okay,
Never
here.
mind. Let's just go on for
Here,
the
yes.
tour. It's carry on.
Right,
going.
come
Oh
on.
yes, the tour. Sure.
Yeah.
Come on, we'll show you. We
Aluminum
have
cans.
compost bins.
And-
We have
yeah.
recycling everywhere around
Right,
here.
yeah,
You know, I'm usually pretty agreeable with people. I get along with most people, but I just couldn't get this lady from France. I offered her food. I tried to make conversation with her, but she just would not engage.